Horse coming at it. Bowler over on the far side. Bowler just in front. Rockin' Horse is in for the fight. Bowler and Rockin' Horse, they hit it. Bowler.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop. It is episode 250 and as always is proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group and PlayUp. In this episode we're going to preview our 9 runners for Saturday's Brisbane Racing Club meeting at Doomben. Morning Tony, it was a pretty successful return to Doomben last Saturday with the Moral and Star of Chaos both saluting while you were at Caulfield to see a wonderful first up run from the Magic Millions winner Skirt the Law.
Yeah, good morning Claire, good morning everyone. Yeah, it was a good weekend last Saturday. For a few good reasons. I thought Moral was excellent, really consistent racehorse, just going about his job beautifully. Now he's taken it a while to get to this, but he's just racing awfully well, and that jockey horse combination is perfect with him and Jimmy Orman at the moment. It's going really well. But Star of Chaos was great. She bounced back with a few key gear changes up in trip, and we saw a glimpse of what we see with her here. So she's definitely one to follow as she keeps going through the grades. She can get to a higher level than she did Saturday. And obviously I was at Caulfield, which was a cold Melbourne day down there, but it was a hot return by our filly. So proud of her. She was really lost going around that Caulfield circuit. I knew pretty well after the first few races at Barrier 1 was not much of an aid to me, but she was able to get round, even though she lost a fair bit of momentum from that 400 to the 200. Her last furlong and the way she sprinted was very encouraging, and I think everyone's pretty excited now for a nice spring ahead. Absolutely.
Okay, this week we have our latest competition with partners at the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. The prize will be a $200 voucher for the Apron restaurant at the Pullman Brisbane Airport. To enter, just head to our Facebook page and look for this week's post about the Final Gallop. Click on the link that we will provide and enter your details to go on the draw, and the winner will be announced on next week's show. It's certainly a great night out there at the Apron restaurant, Tony.
Yeah, it's good. He's a generous man, Alex, isn't he?
He is, very
He got a
generous.
winner with us last Friday, Kemi Zavi, fresh up. He was pretty excited. It was a pretty good win. So well done to Alex for the winner, and also for his generosity with these prizes from the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. Fantastic place to go, stay, eat, the whole show. And anyone out there who's watching, who's coming down to the Trainers Awards that are out there, you want to stay there. It's a great place to stay.
Absolutely,
It's a really good hotel.
Okay. On to our preview of our runners at Doomben on Saturday. The rail will be in the 4 metre position. The track is currently at soft 5 with mostly sunny days ahead. We will be on a good track with the rail a few metres out again from last week.
Yeah, I think it'll play better than last week. The 4 metre rail at Doomben is historically the fairest rail movement, so they tend to win from anywhere. Last week at Doomben, it was very unusual. It has happened a few years ago, that half a metre rail. As the day went on, that track obviously dried out. It got very, very leaderish. So the last 3 or 4 races there on the card last Saturday, I'd be pretty forgiving if your horse got back and you had a bet out there, punters, because I think it got exceptionally leaderish as the day went on. I don't expect to see that this weekend at all. I expect to see a very fair Doomben. Tempo and good rides will win the day.
We'll start with race 1, which is the Class 3 plate run over 1,050 metres. We'll have 3 runners in this. We'll start with Devastating. He'll carry 59 kilos. Jimmy Orman on board. He's drawn Barrier 1. Devastating is paying $4.80 to win and $1.95 for the place with PlayUp. He is coming off an impressive last start win at Eagle Farm over the 1,000 with Orman on board for the first time in that race.
Yeah, well, you just love the run he's going to get here. He's racing particularly well. He loomed to win fresh up and probably just blew out. Got the job done well, really good through the line second up, and he's only improved since then again. There's no reason here he's not going to get a lovely run. There's good speed here. Got the Southern Visitor and then you've got stablemate Licker and a couple of others. They're going to press forward at a good rate. He'll be able to jump. He's got good gate speed himself and just land on the back of the speed. He's going to get the run that you really want going around Doomben Saturday. So he maps beautifully and he's in good shape.
Second runner we have is Blue Spinel. She'll carry 57 kilos. Angela Jones rides Barrier 9. With PlayUp, she's paying $9 to win and $3 for the place. This Hellbent mare is on fire, having won her last 3 starts, all this preparation. One of those wins was at Doomben, but she's drawn a little bit sticky.
She's a bit like a Moral, but isn't she? She's just going through her grades beautifully. She's high on confidence. She looks fantastic. Be ridden similar to a Moral the other day. We'll have to sort of go back early, just take our medicine from that draw, try and get up through them. If Ange can weave a passage through, she can really rattle off late. I think she'll run exceptionally well. I just don't know where she lands in the run.
Okay. Third runner we have is Licker. She'll carry 53.5 kilos with CJ Graham's 2 kilo claim. Licker's drawn Barrier 10. She's paying $17 to win and $5 for the place with PlayUp. She will be first up on Saturday and did win on debut last prep over a short course. Nice jump out last week with CJ on board, but another one with a pretty average gate.
Yeah, she's a fast filly, however. She's a lot of gate speed. I know the Southern Visit at the favourite's quite quick, but this filly's very quick. She's got half-mile speed. I expect her to step and try and cross from that wide draw. I think I wouldn't always run off a wide draw fresh up. I just think Doomben really suits her for a first run back. I like the turning track with her, and she's got good gate speed to overcome that. So I expect her to race well with improvement to come. I can't go away out of my 3 from the run that Devastating's going to get. He maps well, he's at the peak of his powers, and he's prepped third up, so he goes on top for mine, but all very good chances. And Blue Spinel could easily just come out and blouse me here easily. But all 3 going well. Devastating just maps the best.
Okay. Race 2 is the benchmark 90 handicap, run over 2,000 metres. 5th position will run in this, 57.5 kilos. Jimmy Orman on board. He's drawn barrier 1. With PlayUp, he's paying $5 to win and $2.35 for the place. He's a recent arrival to our stable from Victoria, this 8-year-old 4 Australian bloodstock. His last run for his previous yard was over 2,000 metres at Flemington last month, so he did come with plenty of fitness, but you've also given him an easy jump out last week.
Yeah, he was very fit when he come, coming through a hard winter in Melbourne. He's done really well physically. Yeah. He's really picked up in that regard. Look, it was the right option for him. He's got a lot of tricks, this horse. He's more like a magician than a racehorse. I know that. If you watch his replays, you can see that in him. I love the low draw. Jimmy rode him in the jump out, and his jump out wasn't too bad. He was really good through the line. Yeah. He's very, very fit. All the data we get back on him says he's an exceptionally fit horse. So I love the run he's going to get, just smothered up on the fence and look to get out just at the 300 or so. I think he'll sprint well there at the 2,000. He's a watch for me. I want to see what he can do for me on the racing. I'm taking all the gear off him. He come with a plethora of gear on him. Yeah. Happy to remove all that, start from scratch, and look, if he can show his real ability, he can run well. My only concern is his form does appear to be better on the softer ground. Okay.
We'll move on to race 3 now, which is the benchmark 70 handicap over 1,350 metres. Argyle Pink runs in this race. She'll carry 56 kilos with CJ Graham's 2 kilo claim. She's drawn barrier 3 at the moment with PlayUp. She's paying $6 to win and $2.25 for the place. She is first up on Saturday and does have a good first up record. She won an impressive trial a few weeks ago, and then you gave her an easy jump out on Tuesday with CJ on board.
Yeah, she's had 3 jump outs or trials now back in. Off a short break as well. I normally go 1,200 with her, then work my way. I've gone straight to a 1,350. I've definitely found the right race. Will I question the training and the fitness late? Maybe just a touch, but I love the jump out Tuesday. They ran a really quick time, and she was on the bridle easy. She runs second. She feels great. She looks great. She'll present with a forward run. I think CJ will suit her. She's riding in good form, so she ticks a lot of boxes. Just hope I've done my job and she doesn't tie that last half furlong.
Okay. Race 4 is the Class 3 plate run over 1,600 metres. Ashgrove is entered in this. He'll carry 59 kilos. Jimmy Orman will ride him. He's drawn at barrier 20. With PlayUp, he's paying $4.80 to win and $1.95 for the place. He hasn't been far away in his 3 runs this preparation, and he has won at this track and distance previously, but has drawn the absolute car park.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, to be honest. The draw, I just want to ride him back dead quiet anyway. I'm feeling we've been riding him a touch too close, taking that finish off him. His best wins have been ridden back and running on. We'll have no choice but to do that on the weekend. You get suckered in from good draws and slow run races to be there, and the other day his mouth open, he was just going too keen, and when it was time to sprint, he just takes that zap out of him. I'm really happy with the way he's progressed. It's certainly the right grade for him. It's definitely that Class 3 plate. He's awfully well placed in it, so I think we just go back, switch him off in the second half of the field. Orman rides through fields beautifully. If he can weave and take a few shortcuts and present him at the 300 with not too much work to do, he'll really power home. So I wouldn't throw my ticket away because of the wide draw, that's for sure.
Okay. Race 5 is a Class 6 plate run over 1,350 metres. We'll have 2 runners. Briar's Kingdom will be the first one. We'll talk about 59 kilos. Angela Jones on board at barrier 6. He's paying $6.50 to win with PlayUp and $2.20 for the place. He's first up for the preparation after recording 3 wins for us last prep. Good fresh record and had a trial and a jump out to get ready for this.
Yeah, he did. A bit like Argyle Pink. I'd be probably a bit safer if I was going 6 furlong, but I've gone straight to the 1,350 with him. He's fairly well placed. I know he's a lightweight horse down the bottom. Him and Ali is probably the one to beat with the claim offered as well, but I think we're well enough placed in this grade with our rating. He'll roll forward, he'll take a position up anywhere in the first 4. And last time he was nothing but just a really honest campaigner. He just kept on reproducing that same run after run, and I'm really happy with the way he's prepped up. His work's great, his jump outs have been good. So he's a forward running horse that'll sit in the first 4. He'll run well. Will condition give way late? I hope not.
The second runner we have in this race is Rockamore, who is loving the attention. He'll carry 59 kilos. Jimmy Orman will ride him from barrier 1. With PlayUp at the moment, he's paying $14 to win and $3.70 for the place. He had a tough first up run when he had to work from the wide draw, drawn the inside here and coming off a nice jump out win and confidence builder this week.
He's improved out of sight, this bloke, which he does. He really improves for a run. I gave him a jump out on Tuesdays to keep him up to the mark. I scratched him last week off a wide draw. He's got the marble, got one alley, got Orman on board. He'll be a go-forward type runner. You'll see a massive improvement in him. He's way over the odds. I'd be shocked if he doesn't finish top 3 or 4.
He's listening. Right, the next race we'll talk about is race 6, which is the benchmark 78 handicap over the 1200 metres. Shamaton will run in this 59.5 kilos. Jimmy Orman rides him at barrier 14. He's paying $11 to win and $3.40 for the place with PlayUp. A winner at this track and trip last start. Well up to this, but has to overcome a wide draw as well.
Yeah, just going super.
Yeah.
Absolutely going super. First up, run second. Probably should have won. That horse come out and won again. Then he's come out, then bloused him in the midweeks, won super again. He's got a tricky draw. There looked to be enough speed, even with the scratchings that are out already. There looked to be enough speed for him. If he can just find that midfield or touch worse position, he can track up and run really, really well. He's going brilliant, this horse.
Yeah.
I think Orman will ride him perfectly. So I like the way he's going. I think if he can overcome the draw, which that's up to Jimmy now, I think he can run particularly well.
Okay. We're on to the final furlong of this week's Final Gallop. Who do you think your best winning chance at Doomben on Saturday is?
Yeah, I was tossing up between a few. I got that kind of team in. I didn't know whether to go with Devastating. I love the run he's going to get, but I'm gonna just hold myself and go with Argyle Pink.
Okay.
Fresh up, 13.50, fresh in the legs.
In your
I'm going to trust myself.
Yeah.
You can back her each way and you can back Devastating each way. The reason I haven't tipped in was Blue Spinel. If she gets in, she'll just run super. So
yeah.
I'm a touch nervy there. So I'll go Argyle Pink.
Okay, your best each way chance?
Each way chance, I'm going to go Shamaton.
Okay.
He couldn't. I was nearly going to say Rock on White. I hope you're not. I hurt your feelings, but
yeah.
I think Shamaton, if we can just get in and get the right run, he's just running, and he's an ultra consistent horse. If you look at his record, he never runs a bad race, so Saturday won't be his first.
Okay, your best at the provincials, we've got Bodies at Friday, Kilcoy Saturday and Sunshine Coast
Bodies
Sunday.
at Friday is out of action from wide draws. Kilcoy, I'm not going to throw my best there. I'm going to go for Mighty on Sunday at Sunshine Coast. That 3-year-old race stands up, we'll head up there.
Okay, your best track worker this week?
I love the work of Mighty actually this week. I thought she worked super. She worked really well. I give her a nice piece of work Wednesday morning and she was good. The two horses that jumped out on Tuesday for their Saturday assignments, Rockamore and Argyle Pink, were both really good also. So we've had no hiccups this week, which has been great.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll put Mighty on top. I just love the way how controlled she was in her work, and I'd love to see her get a confidence booster on Sunday.
Okay, your performance from the stable for the week?
My performance from the stable for the week, it's a tricky one. I'm going to go with Little Immoral.
Yep.
I just think he's just been unreal.
Yeah.
You know, a good bunch of ladies in him who really enjoy their racing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's been great. He's one of those horses we took to Rockhampton and we brought back here. And now they're winning in town on a Saturday. So, yeah, Immoral for mine. Little ladies guy, he's my performance of the week.
Okay, now courtesy of PlayUp, it is the stable special offer for this week, and it is $5 for Briar's Kingdom to finish top 2. They're giving away money at the moment. Last week they offered $4 for Skirt the Law to finish top 2, so that was some consolation for just getting beat. Yeah,
no, these things have gone off more than they've been in the bag actually. So I think I've got a record. I remember we can show it out next week how often this PlayUp offer has actually gone off.
Yep.
We might get lucky to get onto that because this is another good one.
Absolutely.
I feel this is a pretty good one. If it doesn't come off and doesn't run top 2, you can only blame the trainer because I haven't got him ready. So.
Fair call. Okay, it is time for Cav's Corner, which is supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. He went the wrong stable horse in his first leg last week, Miss Tambo, instead of Immoral. And lo and behold, nothing surer than the second leg of a failed Cav multi.
Yeah, he was stiff, Cav, but if Miss Tambo had got through where he went, it may be a different story. Maybe she's performance of the week. I don't know, because she had a lot to offer and nowhere to go.
Yeah, she couldn't go over the top.
He was very stiff, Cav, last week. I don't mind putting a bit on him here on the show, but I'm not going to do it for this week because he was bloody stiff.
Fair enough. Okay, let's see what he's got for us this week.
Welcome to Cav's Corner for this week. One leg again last week. This week we'll go to the Sunshine Coast on the Sunday. We'll go Caesarus a win. For Brian Henschel, it's Caesaris. Into a Mightier win. Good punting, guys.
So he stayed away from town this week. He's gone Caesaris a win on Sunday into Mightier win.
Yeah, both fillies are going really well. Mare and filly are going really, really well, and they look to have found the right races, provided we can draw some gates later this morning.
Okay, good luck on Saturday at Doomben, Tony. Got a strong team of runners across quite a few races.
Yeah, looking forward to Doomben again in the weekend. Looking forward to be home for a weekend.
Yep.
Before we send some more horses down south in the coming weeks.
Okay, best of luck to everyone on the weekend.